Hey guys, and welcome back. Just got paws and claws done. Anyway, okay, so let's get right into it. I am so excited. Yesterday's episode was absolutely brilliant. There was one thing I had a little issue with, but then it got corrected a little while later. So we'll get into it. First off, the episode opens with Sasha and Brando. Fun fact, Sasha is actually, the actress who plays Sasha is actually really pregnant. I believe she got married last year or maybe the year before. So congratulations to her and her new baby coming. Also, I think it's really cool that she's able to incorporate that her newfound joy and her pregnancy into this show. Like, hey, it worked out, girl. All right, moving right along. Then we have Carly and Jax and the aftermath of this dad blasted recording. I was kind of concerned at first, like, Carly, girl, the phone is open. Delete it, delete it, delete it. She didn't, but that got fixed up later, so we'll get back into that. And then we go into a scene where Sam and Dante are at the MetroCorp pool, and they're all, you know, having their little flirt mance or whatever. And then she gets a phone call, and we find out later that that call is in fact from Drew. Now, before we get into that, because as we've seen, Cameron Matheson is going to be playing Drew, and shout out to him. I was wrong. He doesn't have brown eyes. His eyes are actually blue. So hello, good on them. They know how to cast the show. I'm just a watcher. I don't know nothing. Anyway, I did want to say one thing though. The illuminated balls in the pool, like, they really stood out to me. I thought they were super beautiful. And they reminded me of those balls. If you ever see the show The Wall that comes on ABC, it's like a LeBron James show. I mean, it's not his show, but he is a producer or executive producer of the show. Anyways, there's these balls, and I can't keep saying balls. It just gets super weird right now. Okay, anyway, moving right along. Okay, so there's that. Then we have Jocelyn and Cameron at Windermere getting all cozy while things are falling apart around them. I'm not sure how they were able to maintain the love. I would have been terrified. And then we have Ava and Portia talking, which I thought this was a great and healthy conversation, because we all know, like, Ava and Portia did not start out well. There was so much drama between them because of Portia's insecurities with the relationship that Trina had with Ava. But again, like, it was just beautiful to see them mend it up and plan out to hang out later on. I really did like that. Then we had that creepy nurse moving around. So I haven't figured out where this nurse is coming from, what their plan is, I'm starting to think that the nurse might have been besties with Kiki, and maybe we didn't know about it, or maybe she was, I don't know. I think maybe she was besties with Kiki, and somehow she's just like, no, you can't. I don't want you to be comfortable in this life as long as Kiki's gone. I don't know. We'll find out later, obviously, but that's where I'm at with that. Then Spencer and Trina on the terrace with, of course, the masked man. That is, in fact, later on we find out it is factually actually Nicholas. Then we have Sam and the phone call. Now, okay, at first Sam was like, I don't believe it's true. And I'm like, oh, wait. Explain to me how you don't know your daughter's father's voice, but Spencer can accurately decide and determine that he was talking to Ryan Chamberlain. I've never seen a scene with Spencer and Ryan. And I understand Ryan has the same voice as Kevin, but still. I was like, what is going on? This is weird. But then they cleared it up later. Laura and Kevin show up to Spoon Island to crash the party and gather Nicholas's ass like a ponytail. Because, hello, he's just literally out there being an idiot, but actually being kind of smart because he almost got to the bottom of it. Okay. I really appreciated the fact that Sydney Michaela, who plays Trina, was not for the nonsense. Like, Trina was not going for Spencer trying to boo up while she's like, oh, we got things to be concerned about right now. I don't need you trying to like get in my head and make me crazy and all this and that. Yeah. Also, in the midst of all that, we have Jason planning a meeting with the 5 families. Now, I don't know why, but I had this eerie feeling from the moment they showed him on that phone call. I was like, something's not right. Something's going to go bad. I don't know what it is. But I can't take Jason getting shot again. So we're going to have to figure this out ASAP. The masked man stabs Spencer. Okay, now look. I record the show every day on cable, but I still watch it on Hulu most of the time because I like to watch it without commercials. I know that was a commercial break, but bro, when I tell you, I was like, oh, no, he stabbed Spencer. How could you kill or stab your own son, Nicholas? And then I realized it was a retractable knife. I was like, oh my God, I was God. Then we had Mara West, who plays Ava, giving us Emmy Award winning performance. Like her talking to Portia about her daughter Kiki and how she died and how they weren't able to mend their ways and this and that. I thought that was beautiful, and I really just, her acting is just so good. She's amazing. Like, absolutely brilliant. The reveal is definitely Nicholas. Oh, and then Jax's betrayal. So Carly was like really hurt, as she should be, and she's also concerned that like, what does this mean now that Jax is willing to compromise her freedom, her safety, and his morals? I just don't get it. Like, all of a sudden you just can't tolerate her lifestyle anymore. Boy, bye. Jason, obviously he comes in and Carly explains what's going on, and he's like, well, did you erase the message? And she's like, no. And he's like, he calls Spinelli. Spinelli jumps on the dial like, boom, I got it. And he erases Jack's whole phone. And I really like the line where I guess like there was like a pushback from Spinelli on the other line, and we don't hear that part. But then Jason was like, I don't care, he could buy another phone. I was like, yes, talk about how he's so rich he could just go buy one. Because yeah. And then oh, I forgot to tell you guys, so Ava and Portia, they part ways. You know, she's got to go back to work, and then Ava goes outside only to find out her car has been set on fire. Now, while she's outside, the, you know, fire people come and they put out the fire, and they give her what was left in the car or somewhere around the car or something, Kiki's work badge that later we find out from Ava telling Portia, because Ava passed out at that moment and had to be carried inside the hospital, and she tells, why am I always yawning during these videos? I wake up way too early sometimes. She finds out that, or excuse me, I'm sorry. Ava explains to Portia that the badge was in fact buried with Kiki. Now, in this moment, I was like, oh my God, she dug up Kiki's grave, oh no. And then I was like, this is a soap, but we're not going there. I know what this is. She reprinted it. She works at the hospital. It is not that hard to get into a personnel file. I mean, we've seen people do all of the stuff. And then the episode closes with Drew being in a, like, being accosted by a guard and being told, oh, you thought you could get away with it, Drew Kane. I mean, he called him by his first and last name, but he had an Australian accent, which I found quite interesting because I was like, okay, who do we know who's from Australia? Now, there's Jax, and there's Jax's brother. And his name is not coming to me right now, but I thought he was gone and dead. But maybe not. So that leaves a window open, and we'll see where that goes. But in the meantime, I look forward to talking to you guys more in the comments. Like, what do you think that means? Why would we have someone with an Australian accent in the mist if not for Jax's brother? I cannot think of his name. Oh my God. If you remember his name, put it in the comments. Okay, all right. I'll talk to you guys later. Besos. Bye.